next minute, 1 minute we built for this, and then the next minute is we not built for this, and then all the time you lost all that. It's just nah, man. You talk on both sides of your money. Then it was I told you who was gonna get the blame. It was it was Aaron. No, it was Dan Campbell too.
No, it was all of them. Aaron's defense did give up a lot, but it was they put him in a short field a lot too. They did drive the field on him a couple times, but that's what I say. It's like I said before. It's a total team loss.
And then you took not to mention, what was the point of dressing David Montgomery? I didn't get that.
He should have been on the field at all. He should not have been on the field at all.
Which lets me believe he wasn't 100%.
He was not. He was not. He was not. He was not even a shell of himself. Sometimes you're like, well, he's a former. No. He wasn't even that. I don't know if they wanted to use him as a decoy. The Gibbs should have been there from. He should have been the A1 from day one to get it to end. That's just what it should have been. There's nothing wrong with that. Just if he's not there and he's not healthy, he didn't play before. Go with what your best is.
Right.
You got to go with your best, and there's nothing wrong with that. Things happen where people get injured. People get injured all the time. So you gotta go for what's best there. Best at the time. All right, let's see here. Good morning, Mr. Greg Brown. Happy birthday to you, sir. Happy belated birthday. I'm not gonna say age. I'm gonna say that the fine wine is going very, very well. It's going very, very well. the cask is holding up. The straps is holding up on the cask. The wine is doing very, very well over there. Happy belated birthday. We're talking about our topic of the week. Who should the new coordinators be? I'm trying to find the name of the gentleman who was the San Francisco coordinator when they went to the Super Bowl the last time. I think that he would be an excellent choice for the Lions. Offensively, they talking about Scotty Montgomery, Tanner Engerstrom, Hank Fraley, Antoine Randall, who just left to go to Chicago. Mark Brunell, Ronald Curry, Jeff Nixon, Josh McCown, and let's see here. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna throw it out there. Eric Bieniemy.
No, heck no.
Don't call Eric Bieniemy.
No.
Why not?
Why?
Why not call Eric Bieniemy?
Okay. This is why you don't call Eric Bieniemy. When Eric Bieniemy was with the Chiefs, they had the Cheetah. You had what's the other guy name? Scantlin. You had Kelsey. You had all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lions roster, you don't got nothing compared to that. No. Here's a name you call. And he used to be on the Lions staff. Go find Jim Bob Cooter.
Who?
Jim Bob Cooter.
Jim Bob Cooter. Okay. Cause they also brought up the name go down the street to Michigan and get Wink Martindale to run the defense.
But he left. He went back to the NFL team, I believe.
Well, if that's the case, bring him on. Bring him on to the line. If you want to be in the NFL so bad, go and give him a contract.
Wow.
People leave all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, Jim Bob Cooter, Ron Curry used to be the basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
Played at North Carolina, and then he played quarterback for the Oakland Raiders.
Yep. I remember him.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little afraid. I'm a little afraid right now as to what the direction, the actual direction is of the team. Honestly, I really am.
As long as you got Riverboat Dan, you never know.
That's what scares me.
Right.
That really scares me. I'm not gonna lie. That scares me more than anything.
Right.
3 magic beans or cocaine drained in, inside or outside. His nose is red. So that's. Yeah.
I think they go back to the old lanes.
You think they're gonna drop down that bad?
Yeah, I believe they. I think we're looking at 10-7, 9-8. Yeah, I think them days is over, man. Especially 15-2. No, that's not happening no more. Did you see that schedule for next year?
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. When you a top level team, you get a top level schedule, and that's what we are right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm worried. I'm worried about it. But let's. I'm not gonna take that out on the show, but you see on my face, I'm worried about my boys. Because Dan Campbell said it last year. Getting this far next year is gonna be tough, and he was right. And I knew exactly what he meant when he said it. You only get so many opportunities, so many chances to get where you were. And a show that I watch, listen to all the time, asked which is worse, last year getting to the championship and not getting to the Super Bowl, or getting here and not getting as far as you want. I'm gonna say last year. Definitely say last year, because you were there. You were one half away from getting there last year. You to me, you had to get through this game to get there, and it just didn't happen. All right, let's jump it over to the NFL. NFL, we got a conference championships today and tomorrow. Commanders and Eagles today, and Bills and Chiefs tomorrow. Can the rookie keep going? Can the rookie do it?
Nah, both games tomorrow.
Both games tomorrow. My bad. Commanders and Eagles tomorrow. Chiefs is the late game. I know that much.
Right.
Chiefs is the late game. Commanders and Eagles. The Lions gave the Eagles a gift. They're playing the game in Philly. Can the rookie go into Philly and beat them?
No, man. They did before, right? They did that game when Jalen Hurts got hurt. Mm-hmm. And Devontae Smith catch that fourth down pass. No, that's not going. You got, like you just said, you got handed a gift. They not beating them, though. That Paul the marble. No.
Okay. I think they got a good chance.
Why? Because they beat y'all?
No. Because here comes the classic any given Sunday.
No. Y'all wasn't good from the jump. I told y'all that. Y'all wasn't good from the jump.
This is Lions withstanding. I'm talking about just the Commanders. When you start getting momentum like that, you start getting belief in yourself like that, anything can happen. You got the Eagles over there, who a lot of people, there's still a lot of players on that team from a few years ago when they went to the Super Bowl. You got a quarterback over there with a lot of experience. And you got a running back over there who's hungry. You got Saquon over there. He sounds like Puffy. Let me loose in the jungle, and I'm coming out with a bear suit, chinchilla suit, because he's hungry. So I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna say my prediction, but I'm looking forward to seeing this game. I'm gonna get up early, do my work early, so I can watch the Commanders and Eagles, and the Bills and Chiefs is gonna be a whole different level game. Morning, Steven. How you doing, sir? I think the rookie can do it. I think he can do it. Any given Sunday, and you never know. Right now, they're the feel-good story.
And right in 3 weeks, in 3 past weeks, I've been 21 and zip. Listen to me. No. No. Okay, I put it to you like this. If you take all the for reals out of it, that's who they would want to see, because I think they're tired of seeing Kansas City. We already seen Kansas City and Philly, right? We haven't seen Buffalo and the Commanders, right?
Right.
That's what we haven't seen. But there's a such thing as television shows. They're called reruns. You're going to get a rerun. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, we shall see. We will see. Now, what you think about this good old Bill Chiefs game?
I think they're tired of the Chiefs. They're tired of the what's her name? The Kelsey and they tired of that, man. People, man, look, what you do outside of football is what you do outside of football. What is in you is in you. At a point, we get tired of that. Let's like, I sit there and I look at Jim Nance. I don't know how he sits there next to Tony Romo for 4 hours. I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Word is that they don't like each other. They just got a working relationship.
Oh, I don't blame Jim Nance.
They say Jim Nance is like Tony Romo.
The best hookup he had, and God rest his soul, was when Jim Nance and Billy Packer did the game. Man.
But they were more basketball than football.
Right, I get that. But what I'm saying is, I don't know how he sit there. Like I would sit there, I bull you not. I would sit there with things in my ear, be like, man, I got an earache. And I just let him ramble. The jokes are corny. His commentary is corny. He's sorry.
Yeah, he's I like Tony Romo because he's animated and he makes those silly noises. He's what they call it, jump the shark. Tony Romo has jumped the shark.
I don't know how he do, because I know a lot of people. Well, not you, but I know a lot of people that say Joe Buck is horrible. I take Joe Buck over Tony Romo.
I didn't like Joe Buck because I didn't like Joe Buck. But now, like I said 2 weeks ago,
I like Joe Buck.
2 weeks ago since I saw him on that show and he was more personable, I like him now. So what I felt like in the past, I just felt like he was dry. But now, knowing that, now he has so much more personality and he was on that show with his wife, I have a newfound respect for him. So I'm gonna open up to the idea of Joe Buck. Okay. But before I didn't, because I just thought that he was. But now I'm gonna see him. I've seen him in a different light. I'm gonna give him another chance. And that was my fault. The guy I'm talking about is Steve Wilkes. That's why I want to come run the Lions defense.
It's not gonna work, man. You gotta cut it off at the head. You gotta get rid of Campbell, man, first.
I agree with you, but that's not what they're gonna do. I agree with you.
Well, you know what? We don't know. I mean, we ain't got Brad Holmes back against the wall yet. Right?
Right. I would hope that Brad Holmes and Sheila Ford, she would say, well, I like this guy. I don't like spending a lot of money, but we might want to get somebody else different. But also that creates another opportunity problem and opportunity clothing. Who's going to be the coach to replace him now? Who are we going to bring in?
You go get somebody. Okay, there we go. If you was to let him go, let's say you would have let him go right after it was over. The job, you pick up the phone and you call, I think you would agree with this one. You call Robert Saleh. You get in a defensive coordinator plus a head coach, all rolled into one. You're killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Robert
now that you want to let it play out, still, when you fire him, you pick up the phone, you call the 49ers, you talk to Lynch, and you say, hey, I want to schedule an interview with Robert Saleh. He's a Detroit, what's the name? Native.
You don't actually have to call right now.
Huh?
You don't have to call San Francisco. You could just call Saleh directly.
I mean, I understood, but you didn't want to do it professionally. Right? You want to do it professional, right? You want to call John Lynch. You want to do it professional, right? And then you say, hey, I'd like to talk to Robert Saleh. He from here, Dearborn native.
The culture facility is literally down the street, around the corner, over the river through the woods, right down the street.
And you bring him back. You bring Robert Saleh back. That's what I would do.
I would definitely be in agreement with that. I'll be in agreement with that. But that's not what's going to happen. Speaking of new NFL head coaches, we talked about Aaron Glenn going to the Jets, Ben Johnson going to Chicago. We got Brian Schottenheimer. Last night was announced it's going to be the new coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
I thought two candidates would have got that. I thought they would have went to what's my man name? The offensive coordinator. I thought he might have got it. Huh?
Kellen Moore?
I thought Kellen Moore would have got it. But here's a name that I really thought would have got it. I thought they would have reached out to Ryan Day. Ryan Day, real talk, I know we're going to talk about it later. Ryan Day won out of Columbus, man. Too much pressure for him.
Now, reason I make that face because I hadn't even thought about it like that. Ryan Day would be a good choice for the Cowboys. Why? Because he will listen to Jerry Jones. He will do what Jerry Jones say.
Too much pressure down in Columbus, man. Because, okay, you just came off of winning the National, right? Okay, that's cool. It's not so much appealing because you lost to Michigan. You go down there and you lose this upcoming season. You'll be 1-5, but you'll be 0-4. Them people it's gonna be like, oh, come on, man, we back to this again. I thought he would have picked up the phone and gone. I really did. And he would have voted. He would have voted, dog. He would have jetted.
That's an idea that I hadn't thought about.
That's why I'm here for you, son. That's why, look, that's like we like Wonder Twins activated. Yeah. That's because I was like, I just saved it for the show. I was gonna text it to you because remember we was going back and forth during the game. I was like, if Jerry Jones called, he gone. He would have left. He would have left, man.
Okay.
That's too much pressure for him in Columbus. He not built for that. He's like, he a little bit better than John Cooper, but he got John Cooper mannerisms. That's just a game to him. That's not no, okay, we lost to Michigan. Just look at when he lose. There's no emotion. He don't throw no chair. He don't break his hand against the blackboard. And like, okay, we lost. Well, we got him next year in Columbus. Think about it. Go back and look. Me and you were texting each other through the game this year. When they lost, through all that happened on the field, the facial expression never changed.
It was the same.
He never was like, wait a minute, guys, we can get him next year. Or, no, guys, this is not how we... The players have more integrity than he did. That's just a game to him.
I would say intensity.
He doesn't get it. He don't get it. It's like John Cooper. John Cooper was 2-10-1. They asked John Cooper, what about them? It was just a game. Tressel changed that. Urban Meyer changed that. Ryan Day is equivalent to Cooper. Okay, we lost to him. Do I want to beat him? Yeah. Can I beat him? Yeah, if it happens, it happens. But, okay, we didn't beat him. If Jerry would have picked up that, I tell you this, if Jerry would have picked up the phone, remember when Minnesota flew Harbaugh out there, but they didn't end up hiring him?
Right.
If Jerry would have picked up the phone and flew him out there, he would have told Ohio State he ain't coming back, even though he ain't got the job. That's too much pressure for him, man. He can't handle it. Can you imagine if he would have lost to Notre Dame? Oh, my God. He would have got fired. They probably wouldn't have fired him. They probably would have asked him to resign because they don't want to put that on his record, right? But, yeah, that's too much pressure for him. Think about it. This upcoming season, he still has to go find another quarterback. Henderson, he's gone. Sawyer, he's gone. They're going to have to replace the whole thing. Only good thing, you got that receiver coming back. That's it.
And it's a rumor that Miami trying to lure him away and pay him $5 million to come down there.
Oh, the quarterback that went Carson Beck.
They trying to get him to go to Miami. They said somebody then offered him on the low a ton of money to go down there.
So they offered Carson Beck to leave Miami.
No. No, the receiver from Ohio State. They're trying to pay him
they want him to come to Miami.
Yeah.
He might.
They're trying to pay him that $4 million to go down there.
Wow. I mean, you gotta look at it like this. He got a national. There's a lot of kids that stay 6 years and don't get a national. So yeah.
I ain't mad at him. I say go.
Huh.
Like you said, he already made his money. Go make your money.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy, man. But yeah, that's what I said. Ryan Day. Ryan Day would have been a good fit. Ryan would have did everything Jerry said.
I hadn't even thought about that. We're gonna behold that thought, because when we get to Stupid Sports News, I got something about that. About the pressures in Ohio State and how they be clowning people. So hold on to that. Speaking of which, let's jump over to college football. And we actually kind of started a little bit Ohio State winning it all. Was it a fluke?
No. Notre Dame will never look. Listen to me once again. Until they join a conference, they will never win a national championship. And the NC double butthole's gonna make sure of it.
Now say that again.
Until Notre Dame joins the conference, they will never win a national championship, because the NCAA buttholes is gonna make sure they will never win one. Every year, okay. 2020, what's this, 2025? So 2012 or whatever that year was, where you sent me the clip about Manti Te'o.
Right.
Who did they play for the national?
Alabama.
What happened?
Strong.
Okay. Fast forward to that. Brian Kelly, he took him against Clemson. What happened? Problem.
Mm-hmm.
When they played Alabama, were they in the conference? No. When they played Clemson, were they in the conference? No. When they played this past Monday, were they in the conference? No. There it is. The sad thing about it is, and I know because Mr. Harris and Mr. Brown is watching, the thing was, we got to take away from Notre Dame losing to Ohio State. What we have to look at is the Big Ten has caught the SEC. They done went back-to-back for national championships in college football. Nobody seen that coming. Georgia has become what they are. Clemson, all that. Alabama, man. Alabama then fell off so bad, they might have to call Uncle Nick out of retirement. But being honest, man, the board is too much for the board.
I don't think Nick coming out of retirement. I'm sorry. I'm trying to link the trying to link a few things here. I'm with you. I hear you 100%.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just like, in what was that? 90. Wait, 90. I'm trying to. I think it was 92. Steve, they weren't in a conference. I think they was in the Big East. Because that was the year they lost to Joe Partno. They beat Joe Partno that year. And then the year when the year 93, when they beat Florida State, and then they lost to Texas A&M in the Cotton Bowl, 16-13. They were in a conference then, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were in the Big East.
You talking about Notre Dame when they're in that pseudo conference ACC when they
correct.
When they did
I believe they were in a conference then, Steve.
The Kobe years.
No. The year when they beat Florida State, the year Charlie Ward won the Heisman for Florida State. Then the next week they lost to Boston College on a last-second field goal, 41-38. Florida State went to the Orange Bowl against Nebraska. Mm-hmm. Notre Dame went to the Cotton Bowl against Texas A&M. Notre Dame won 16-13. Florida State beat Nebraska. They should have split the national, but they didn't. They gave it to Florida State. The following year, that's when they came out with Under the Tarnished Dome, when all this stuff leaked out. I think they were in a conference then, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
They haven't been in the conference. They've always been independent, and they're still kind of clamoring them to join one. But at the end of the day, it's not in their monetary interest. When you have your own network, the NBC network, you don't have to.
NBC Peacock / right.
Yeah. When you still making good money, you're not making top money like if they would come to the Big Ten, they would make about $15-20 million more a year. But they just make all that, they made all that money by themselves. They didn't have to share it with the conference by going to the national championship.
But then too, if they because you mentioned the Big Ten, if they came to the Big Ten, now you have that power plus Oregon plus SC plus Penn State. I mean, it's not going to be no lackluster though, right?
You got to play every week. And you got Indiana.
The sizzle would die down because you're not getting the Notre Dame of old. You're getting the Notre Dame of new. Like when Michigan used to play Notre Dame back in the day. Right. You had the Rocket, you had Desmond, you had Irvis Goldback, you had Shoelaces, you had Brady Quinn.
Yep.
It was a rivalry. It's not even, it don't even have a sizzle no more.
Not even close. And Michigan won't even play Notre Dame anymore. They're starting that home and home. I think this year is when they start the home and home with Michigan State again. Or is it this season or is it next season? But they did restart the rivalry with Michigan State. So that's going to start again.
Dude, that's...
Yeah. Let's see here. Thank you, Steven. We got, he said, good morning, sportsman. Dan Campbell's the coach of the year. Michigan will beat that day next year, and then he'll get fired. Ohio State loses 16 starters. Notre Dame has never been a conference. I don't see it's mental. Honestly, I have to agree with you, Steve. I don't see Ohio State beat Michigan. It's not due to talent. It has nothing to do with talent. It's mentally. They have them beat mentally, and when you got them beat mentally, that's just how it's going to be. They did have an agreement with ACC to play during the COVID years, but I think they pretty much backed out of that now. They were playing a hybrid schedule. During the COVID years when they were talking about playing in the spring, and they was like, "No, we ain't doing that. We gonna go ahead and play now." And they didn't put anybody in the stadiums and stuff. All right, we're gonna move on. Once again, don't forget to click like, click share, and let everybody know that we back on these internets. I figured it out. I hadn't started the show officially. I didn't go live, so that's my fault. But we on here. We on Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, and somebody else. We gonna figure it out. I got it figured out. So forgive me. My internet not working this morning, and on this part of the house, I should say, threw me off a little bit, threw my mentals off. But I'm here. We jumping into NBA, college hoops. Right now, the Pistons are 23-21. 2-1 since last week in 6th place. If the playoffs would have started today, they would not have to play in the play-in game. What do you think about this 180 turnaround?
You said what?
The Pistons are 23-21, 2-1 since last week in 6th place. If the postseason was to start right now, they would not NOT play in the play-in game. They'd be in the regular playoffs. What you think?
Which means you would probably draw the Knicks or the Cavs the first round, right? Because 3 play 6, right?
Yep.
Which means you'll be going home the first round. There ain't no 180 nothing. No. You got 21 and 23, so that's 44. You still got 38 games to go. No. I'm not far. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all believe in the great pumpkin. No. Just like Santa Claus say, ho, ho, ho. No. You're not going nowhere.
You never played that.
Yes. Okay. Yes. You got Cade. Okay. He'll probably be a reserve on the All-Star team. No. Because the bottom's going to fall out. Just like it does in every other Detroit team. What happened? I go down to Comerica Park. They jump on a roll. Oh, we're going to the World Series. No, you're not. What happened? Bottom fell out. Detroit. Oh, we're going back to the Super Bowl. Get ready. Watch. You got to buy. What happened? Bottom fell out. The Wings ain't even got him. I don't know where they go. Right, exactly. Bottom fall out. The Great Pumpkin. He brings toys. Okay. Yeah. The Great Pumpkin. He brings toys on Halloween. Yeah. No. You're not going. Wait till after the All-Star break.
Okay.
Watch how it goes.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what happened. I believe in the Pistons. Will they stay in the 6th spot? I don't know. My prediction is that they'll get to where they'll be playing in the playing game. That's my prediction. They'll be the playing game. Now, I think a lot of talk has been brought up lately about Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green, how they've been against each other, and how Cade Cunningham, they've been showing videos of the past, how Cade Cunningham been punking Jalen Green and smacked him in the mouth and everything, and he didn't do nothing about it. And they had him on Inside Sports with Shaq, and Shaq was hyping him up. I had to apologize to Jalen. To Cade a little bit. I didn't know he had it in him like that. I thought he was I wouldn't say soft. I just didn't think he had the dog in him like as much as Jalen Green. I owe Cade an apology. We gonna see moving forward if he can get some W's, because right now Houston has a better record. But that's I don't think that's Cade's fault as much as it's the organization's fault. Last year hiring that coach. Right now, Houston is 29-14, but the Pistons are 23-21. Definitely a 6-game swing with being in second place in the Western Conference behind Oklahoma City. Have you changed anything on how you feel about that since Mr. Cade is
not at all. Not at all. Cade Cunningham is.
We were both saying that we wanted Jalen Green.
Absolutely.
I'm still standing by that, but I got a little bit more respect for Cade. Now that I wish they'd put out a little bit more of that out in the beginning about Cade and Jalen's rivalry. But right now, Cade is winning. Literally, he's winning more games. His team is winning more games. His team is in a better position.
Absolutely.
To move forward in the postseason. And what does he have a better coach? I don't know if I would say he has a better coach. I would say that they both have pretty good coaches right now, with Bickerstaff and the boy that came out that was at what's
the Celtics. Talk about Umadoka.
Ime
Umadoka.
Yeah, Mr. Not steal your girl, but holla out on the side. Allegedly.
Boy, oh boy. Send all your complaints to care of Kamau Williams at Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix.
Hey, I take him. Hey, you can't be mad at the truth. You can't be mad at the truth. We talking about a man who messed up with Nia Long. What's going on that you messing up with Nia Long? I know they've labeled Nia Long as difficult in the industry. I don't believe it. I'll never believe it. But you messed up with Nia Long, so he got to be doing something pretty wrong.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
What? Two more women other than the one you got at home?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
Okay. The numbers, he had more than 1 plus 0. That's what it was. It should have been 1 equals 1, where it was 1 plus X equals unknown.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
X equals unknown over what? I'm sorry. All right, we gonna talk a little bit about the Michigan State Spartans. Right now they have a game today. Rutgers comes to town, and let's see there. Michigan State is first place all alone at 7-0, 16-2. They won 11 straight. Purdue in second place at 8-2, 16-5 overall. They won 6 straight. Michigan is in third place, 6-2. I'm sorry, Purdue was 8-2 overall, 16-5. Michigan is 6-2, in third place, 14-5. They did lose their last game, but a good season so far for all three teams. Purdue, I didn't think would be that much better. I thought that they would make a little drop off, but they're still there. They're still making plays. They play defense. They play. That's been their calling call. They're playing defense. Let's see. Michigan State this week got no plays. Rutgers today. On Tuesday or Wednesday, they play against Minnesota, so that they still have a chance to keep their streak going. Are you surprised that they're doing as well as they're doing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd be lying to tell you I didn't. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't make the preseason top 10. Well, top 25. Once I saw that, I'm like, well, maybe this may be the year that they don't make the NCAA. And then they started balling. So, am I surprised? No, because traditionally we've always known well. My surprise was in the preseason when they were in the preseason top 25 team. So, for them to be where they are now, I would say that this is Michigan State expectations. They're a low level blue blood program, but they're still a blue blood program nonetheless. Tom Izzo gets the best out of his talent. He hasn't gotten the best talent like he's gotten in the past, but they're still a 20-win team every year, and they're on their way to doing that again now, being 16-2. So they'll win 20-25 games again this year, which is what they've done consistently. That has been something that they've done consistently. So hopefully they can continue to do so moving forward. Right now, let's see. We got hockey. Went to go see the team play last week. Right now, they're 22, 21, and 5. So they let's see. They are 1, 2, and 1 since the last week. They had a little bit of a down week. They did win their last game. They have 49 points, 7th place in the division, 13th place in the conference. I got to tell you about my field trip. I get to the game early. I get there about an hour and a half early because I don't want to pay for parking. I'll be the first person to tell you I'm cheap. I don't want to spend no money on parking if I don't have to.
Right.
Parking is $45 down there. Parking is literally $45. Yeah, every little spot is $45 because everything is a city stadium. So everything is city parking lots and everything is closed unless you walk like I did. So I parked a little ways away. I did me a little landmark. This little restaurant, this little store, excuse me, is near my car. Let me put the name of the store on my GPS. So when I walk out, I'll put it in the GPS and I can go.
Oh, okay.
Get in there, finally get into my seat. The game was over literally in the first 5 minutes. They scored quick. They scored 2 quick ones in the first 5 minutes. That game was over. So I'm sitting there, I'm enjoying my company with my co-workers. We having a good time. We laughing and joking with the people around us, regular hockey stuff. But the game was over. That game was over quickly. It was 3-0 at the end of the first period. Then no goal scored in the second period. Third period, 2 goals scored. 4-1 final score. No big deal. I get out and it's cold. It's cold. It's like 15, 16 degrees out there. So I go to my GPS and put in look for the name of the place. That's not the name of the place that I put in. Some said, just trust it. Just trust that's where you're going. Just trust. And no, it was the name of this place. I put the name that I thought it was, but that was a different name in a different direction. So I start going. So let me trust my memory. So I'm walking. It's getting colder and colder. And the internal voice said, trust what you did the first time, big dummy. So I go back to my GPS. I put the first name back. It's still there. And I put it in there. So I said, just walk. If you don't get there, and I saw this place that had a fireplace outside. That's not it. Go back to the fireplace place, warm up, and figure it out. So I just kept walking. And I got there. I started looking stuff familiar. The trees started looking familiar. The houses started looking familiar. The street signs started looking familiar. And all of a sudden, I see the store. I said, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because I had been out there walking for 30 minutes in this teens cold. Well, it really should have been a 15-minute walk. So I was like, thank you, Jesus. Oh, my God. I set my car, and I turned my heat on. I said, I'm going to sit here and let this car warm up because I'm not driving off yet. All right. More of the story. Trust what you did the first time. I would pay $45. I'm like, next time I come down here, I'm not paying $45 to park. I'm just not doing it. That don't make no sense. Especially since I got a free ticket. Even if I hadn't got a free ticket, when I go see the Cowboys play, I don't pay $45. When I go see the Rangers play, I don't pay $45. Why am I paying $45 to go see a hockey game when the value of the ticket is much, much more at the football game? That's just I was not doing it. That was incredibly crazy. But I had to tell everybody that story. Trust what you do the first time. Make sure you put the right stuff in your GPS, and you'll be just fine. That was cold. It was cold. It was cold. Like you say, it's cold there. It's cold right here now. It's going to be warm during the daytime. It's going to get up to about 45, 48 degrees during the day. But tonight, it's going to be back down into the teens. It's going to be cold. It's cold all across the country. All right, jumping into women's sports, we got right now we got Michigan State in 6th place, Michigan in 3rd, and 8th place in the Big Ten. And right now they're behind USC, UCLA, Ohio State, Maryland, and Nebraska. Michigan State is 6-2. Girls are 16-3 overall. Michigan is in 8th place, 5-3, 14-5. They won both teams have won 4 straight. But in women's basketball news last night, South Carolina defeated LSU 66-56.
Oh, okay.
In a game that Don Staley said was a must-win for them. Both those teams are in the SEC, South Carolina and LSU, both SEC teams, and that game was in South Carolina. I didn't get a chance to see that game. I wasn't aware of it till after it was over, so I was a little bit mad at myself for not taking advantage of that. I went to go see a high school game last night. A family friend's son played. Got a chance to see them play, but at least I would have been able to put the headphones in and keep it on the TV on my phone. Keep it on. So it looked like South Carolina right now. They've only got one loss. What they were 19-1. I want to say. Let me pull that up real quick.
UCLA is 19-0.
19-0. So they will probably be 18-1. Let's see here. NCAA and believe it or not, women's sports are on the ticker. You know, I was complaining last year. NCAA women, NCAAW was not up there. They was in the more sports area. Right now, NCAA men and women are up there. All the women's sports up there. NFL is up there. NBA, NCAA football is up there still. NHL, NCAA men, women, and soccer. That's on the ESPN ticker. So I think somebody was listening to us, or enough people complained, and they got it right. So let me see. Let me find out. What did I do? Cancel that. So let me hit Control F. It's off. Okay, roll line now. Let me find the dev record right now. See, that's why we need a stat person. And right now, no, that's not the right one. All right, the Gamecocks, they are 7-0 in the division. They are 19-1. Like I said, they're 19-1. And LSU is 5-1 and 20-1 overall. Followed by Texas, 5-1, and Kentucky, 5-1. And Alabama at 4-2. So yeah, the SEC is doing well. So it's looked like SEC and Big Ten will have probably about 6 or 7 teams in the tournament. Big Ten in the NCAA tournament come March/April. So things are looking very, very well. All right, we coming down the home stretch, and let's see here. It's about that time. Yes, it is. It's about that time. Let me find the graphics real quick. We're gonna take us a quick pause for the calls as we jump into Stupid Sports News. A little bit earlier, we were talking about craziness down in Columbus, and Miss Nina Day was talking about how her and her family received death threats due to Ohio State losing to Michigan these last few years. And believe it or not, Kirk Herbstreit, we talked about this a few years back. He had to move. Away from Ohio State because when he's on TV, you know, they want him to be Ohio State and nothing else.
Oh no.
He can't talk nothing about nobody else. He can't say nothing bad about Ohio State. He can't call it fair. So we wound up having to move because of that. And I think that has something to do with the fact that his son didn't choose Ohio State to go play football at. Because his son's about to be playing college football. So that's you. Why would you understand that you want to be a fan of your team, but you don't. There's no need for you to be threatening to kill people because they lose a game. It's not that deep. I understand you want to be a passionate fan. I understand that your team is you want your team to be number one.
Right.
But go. What I want to do, to me, it's like the KKK. Okay, if you want to be in the KKK, fine. But take your mask off. If you want to be a Proud Boy, I give Proud Boys credit. They racist and they show their face. If you're gonna threaten people, send letters to people's houses. Send a picture. Send your picture too, so we know who you are. This is who I am. I want you dead, and I am, and I'm going. And I'm gonna pick, and I'm coming show up at your house at this time. Thank you, Steve. Kirk Herbstreit's kid is going to Michigan. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that his family had to move because of threats. Kirk Herbstreit's kids going to Michigan. Yep. So
a lot of them down there go to do that.
Say it again.
A lot of them that reside in Ohio do that.
That don't make no sense. If you're a KKK member, if you're gonna send death threats to people, take your mask off so we know who you are. Be brave enough to threaten somebody and threaten them with your mask on, so we can see who your face is.
Right.
We want to know. We want to know who you are. So I'm not thrilled with the fact that it's groups like Proud Boys, but at least the Proud Boys, when they walk out, you know who they are. When they marching, you know who they are. Those people in Virginia with the tiki torches, you know who they are. They was proud to show their face, and I can give you props for being who you are. But I'm not exactly. I can respect what I'm saying, how you feel, much more if that's what you want to do. It's a free country. We do that. We have a free country in America. Where people go out and that's what they do. All right, we're gonna move on to the next part of Stupid Sports News. We got Ohtani's former interpreter. They got him on a wiretap impersonating Ohtani, transferring money to his account. They're going to transfer $200,000 to try and attempt to send the money over. And that's how they caught him. They got him on the wiretap with the voice. So that's how they caught him. That's just stupid. I don't have a lot of words behind that.
Right. I mean, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, and last but not least, they got a kid who found a rare Paul Skeens card. Rejected he lives in Chicago, and they say they're gonna give him free seats at PNC Park for the next 30 years. Gonna give him a lot of paraphernalia, a meet and greet, a softball game in the stadium. He said, "No, I'm keeping my card." For whatever reason, this Paul Skeens card is so rare, it's worth a lot of money already. If I'm 12 years old, I'm not giving you that card back. I'm gonna sell it. If I catch the winning home run at the World Series on the walk-off, I'm keeping that ball. I'm gonna sell it. I'm not giving it back. I'm not giving it to the Hall of Fame, to the MLB Hall of Fame. No, I'm gonna sell it to the highest bidder. I'm going to New York. I'm going to the auction house, and we're gonna sell it. We're going to make millions of dollars, and we're going to put my family in a position where we don't have to struggle as much. Everybody going to struggle. Everybody going to have a little trouble from time to time with some money. But we're going to lessen that fact. I'm going to take this ball. I'm going to take this card. I'm going to take all this the stuff I've been saving for years in my closet, and someday I'm going to sell it. And hopefully I can get at least something decent for it. At least more than what it's doing to collect the dust in my closet. So keep that card, young man. Don't listen to them people. Right. Don't make your money. This is future money we talking about.
Right.
All right, as we come down to the close, we got predictions. As of last week, Felix is. Did I fix it right? Felix is 120-65. and I am 114-71. Let me fix this here.
You know what I should, with the success I've been having, I should be able to take this week off. That's what I feel.
But you're not. I know you're not. Don't even try. You that sounds good in theory, but you're not taking a week off. You're not taking a week off. All right. Commanders and Eagles. What you got? Eagles for how much? What's your score? I see you got the Eagles jerseys though.
Eagles fly high. Eagles fly high. 27-13.
27-13. Okay. All right. Got a little different. And I should have saw this last week.
Oh, God.
Saw this last week. I'm going with the Commanders, and here's why. I should have saw this last week. It should have dawned on me last week. This is something that this happens in America. And I don't think too many people paid attention to it. But it dawned on me last night. We have a new commander-in-chief. That's why I'm going with the Commanders. We have a new president. What is the president? The commander-in-chief. Why? Everybody love our commander-in-chief. Why not everybody? A lot of people love the commander-in-chief. So that's why I'm going with the Commanders. 28-27. 28-27. The Commanders going to the Super Bowl. Am I happy with that? No. But that's what it is. All right. Bills in Kansas City. What you got?
I got the Bills. Okay. I got Josh. 24-17.
Okay. I didn't expect that. But you did say people tired of the reruns. You did show your hand a little bit earlier. Well, I'm gonna stick to what my theme is. The Commander-in-Chiefs. The Commander-in-Chiefs. Commanders and Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. 38-17. It's in Kansas City.
This guy. This thing. I agree with Commanders. I guess so when they put you out.
That's not what I'm going with. I think that right, every now and then the team get on the roll, and right now they're on the roll. Like you on the roll with your picks.
On the roll, man. They not on that. Usually the team, I keep trying to tell you, the Lions were not good. So that was not, I don't get why y'all feel, it's like the more I try to help y'all, the more we try to help y'all, the more y'all don't listen. We try, ain't that right? We try to help, they don't listen. I don't know. I tried.
Well, I like my picks. I'm gonna stand on them 2 feet. I'm gonna stand on them 2 feet, Commanders, because we have a new Commander-in-Chief. So it's gonna be the Commanders and the Chiefs. I'm gonna stick with it. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Next week we'll be back February 3rd with a new show. Don't forget Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Love and Stuff, the flagship show. We'll be back, and we will be. Which is hosted by Mr. Marcus Holmes. Mr. Marcus Holmes is a little busy today. He had to take care of some business in the with his church family. So and also I have some business in my family as well. So to keep our family both in prayer. There's we both had a few losses this week, and love you, Aunt Jenny. We're gonna miss you, and don't forget to join our Sports Talk group on Facebook, and we'll be back. Thank you for everything, sir. Thank you. Good luck to your picks. Good luck to you. You got the day off again. You get the day off again today.
Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep.
I got some work to do before I go and do some other work. I got some work, then I got some more work, and I got some more work, which is what my normal Saturday is. Be safe, young man. We shall. Of course, we're gonna be on the text line tomorrow through these games, and. I agree with you, Steve. Ref won't let the Chiefs lose. It's too much of a love affair with Patrick Mahomes. Too much of a love affair. They already lined up. Great Patrick, we love you. We're not gonna let you lose this game. All right, man. We shall see you, everybody, again next week.